With more than 2.7 billion people playing soccer, it is officially the world's largest sport. How players train and play hasn't changed in over 100 years, and ideas that can really create a new dynamic for how young grassroots players learn to be more creative and more skillful are few and far between. But we've got one, and here's our story. We're 5 guys who came together bonded by a lifelong love of the game of soccer. Each of us brings a different skill set to our concept, and each of us is passionately committed to bringing our idea to life and introducing it to the world.
So this is what we're here to talk about today. The TriGoal, the world's first 3-sided net that is going to revolutionise how the beautiful game of soccer is played and taught throughout the world. But 50 years ago, my dad and I played it in a circular fashion round an oil drum, and he who hit the oil drum scored the goal.
Jim got John, Jeremy and Paul together to create a plan, and between the 4 of us we worked out that a central net with 3 sides would encourage kids to play and train in a circular format. This would teach them to use space better and pass faster under pressure, which would add a new dimension of speed and skill to their game. We quickly set about creating the world's first 3-sided soccer net. We called it the TriGoal. This would essentially be the equivalent of Jim's oil drum and would be at the heart of our unique new game, circular soccer. We knew it had to be easy to put up, take down, easy to store and easy to transport. So we spent 2 months designing and perfecting our first prototype and then testing and trialling it with local soccer teams. However, we knew we had to get someone on board who had played, coached and lived and breathed soccer all of their life. And this is when we met Jackie Evans, a Manchester United Academy coach for more than 10 years and father to Manchester United and Blackburn Rovers players Johnny and Corey Evans.
Well, my background is a football development coach, dealing mostly in small-sided games where children learn to play in a safe environment, they learn to play with expression and play with no fear. And when I seen the TriGoal for the first time, I saw the value in that. I could see where it could add into some of the stuff that I've been teaching down the years. And that gave us the confidence to go even further. For this reason we thought, well, why not go to the top? Let's take it to FIFA.
We travelled to FIFA's headquarters in Zurich and spent a day presenting our concept to their global head of education and their technical director. This was a huge milestone for us. They immediately recognised it as a concept that could revolutionise grassroots soccer. Small-sided games have become a fundamental of soccer coaching at every level, and they saw how circular soccer can allow more touches of the ball and better skill development, which can be translated directly into match situations. So, they decided to trial it at FIFA football festivals in multiple countries across the world. And while they were doing that, we took it to the World Cup in Brazil. And what a buzz that was. Everyone there loved it too. So with a huge amount of positive feedback and some constructive suggestions for modifications, we started to make adjustments to our TriGoal to make it stronger and more robust. We put mesh on top to stop the wind lifting it up, weights at each corner so that it could be stable on any surface. We made it slightly wider to look more like a soccer net, and we supplied new discs to mark out a no-play zone. And then we created training drills that can translate into any language for coaches and teachers. And at each stage we tested it with kids to make sure it worked for them. We've been on this journey for more than 2 years now, and there are 2 themes we have become incredibly passionate about. The first is bringing a new concept to the world of grassroots soccer that adds a new dimension for coaches and teachers to engage kids in a fun and exciting game that can teach them to become more skillful players. And the second is that we want to help get kids off their consoles, playing virtual soccer games, outdoors, playing the real thing with their friends. We're almost ready to bring circular soccer to the world. But to move forward and manufacture our TriGoal for a global marketplace will require capital that we just don't have at the minute to help us produce it at a volume discount that will ensure it's available and affordable for everyone. To reward you for jumping in early and helping us kickstart this project, we are offering this new invention at a discounted rate, and you could be the first coach, teacher or parent in the world to get your kids out playing this global soccer innovation. We'd like you to please join us in our grassroots soccer revolution that gets kids outdoors playing a fun game that will keep them fit and healthy and make them better soccer players.